Hello and welcome to the Treasured Page. I'm Melanie and this is our quiet crafting space. And today I wanted to thank you all for joining me so that we can have a look at the Treasured Page UK Spring Swap. I'm very pleased to announce that we have secured a very nice group, and that is thanks greatly to the members of this group that helped to bring in new people and spread the word. Special thanks to Katia. Thank you very much for introducing new ladies. We have some girls that have popped over from Instagram, and we've got the Facebook girls as well. So we're going to be running across two platforms with the swap, and we're going to be operating under the hashtag of the Treasured Page UK. So give that a follow and you'll be able to see the pictures that we can put up. So I shall talk a bit more about that as we go through the swap. Anyone not familiar with hashtags, not a problem. It's if you want to post up photographs of what you've received in the comments, you would just put the hashtag, the Treasured Page UK, and then it'll be seen elsewhere. And it's particularly useful if you have an Instagram account, and then it's much easier to find them all in one place. So that is what we'll be doing. Okay, right, so in the first video we talked about making an altered envelope, and in the envelope we're putting in 3 mystery items to send to your swap partner. Have a little look at the video beforehand and you can make sure that you've got your 3 items in an envelope. The other thing that's nice to do is just pop a little note in there, welcome your swap partner to the swap, tell them a bit about yourself, say hello, and that is all you need to do for the first part of this swap. So 3 items in an envelope, that's to be sent. And then the project that we're going to do to be sent out the first week of April, and no later than the first week of April, and I'll explain why. The project is going to be, so we do our altered envelope and 3 mystery items. This project is all about texture. So we're not having a theme, we're not having anything other than texture. You need to get texture into this project, and it's a clustered side tuck or a page edge. And it could also be a belly band. So I'm doing something quite simple. I think it's simple because we've only got 2 weeks to do the project. So the next project will be more involved. But this one is going to be something, no stipulations, girls, there's no rules. But the one thing that we're looking for is to bring texture into the project and it to be a large one. So large enough, I think this is 20 centimetres, 8 inches, to go across an A5 sheet of paper. So on your page, it could be a belly band, it could be a side tuck. And that's as simple as that. There's one there, another example, using up scraps and building in texture. And what I mean by that, just to explain my example here, is I've used a quite thick handmade paper that's got fibres in it. I've got the softness of, can't think what it's called. You're shouting at me. Shout louder. Cheesecloth, thank you. And I've used material, so different types of material, and cut out circles, and I've also sewn it, and I've used a ink dyed vellum. So there's 3 or 4 different textures there. So build in texture. Don't just use paper on this project. Try and see if you can bring it, or if you want to use all paper, absolutely fine. But try and experiment with different weights of paper, different thicknesses, different textures. All about textures. It's a clustered side tuck, and it needs to be sent with your envelope that you've altered and your 3 mystery items. That must be sent out the first week of April, and the project for April's project will be given out on the 1st of April. The projects will always be on the 1st of the month, and your previous month's project must be sent out and received by the end of the week on the first week of the month. So the idea is that you will receive your project and then you will receive your materials all in that same week so that you can get going and plan. But because we haven't got mystery items for this one, we are just doing this first, start us off, get us into the mood. And then what you will have is somewhere to tuck your envelope in a page. Or it could be a belly band. That would be entirely up to the person. The other thing is, on this swap, you'll be passing it on. So you won't be getting it back. You won't be getting those 3 items that you're sending off. They're gone. They're going off. They won't be going, they'll be going to the person who receives them in the envelope and opens them up and has to bring them into their project somehow. But then that person will be sending it off to somebody else. So it's a moving thing, a flowing thing. You won't be keeping the things and you won't be getting them back. So try and send nice things because it won't be going to your swap partner, it'll be going to their swap partner. You could also make an envelope out of fabric as well. There are no rules, whatever you feel comfortable with, working in whatever medium sits right with you. And it's all about texture, and you can work in all the different things that you usually work in, or something that really is inspiring you right now. But that is the project. Okay, ladies, I can't think of anything else that I need to say other than moving on now to get the swap partners out to you. And I'll just have a clear up and I'll be right back in a minute. Hello, welcome back. Right, it's here, the list. It's been a bit like hokey cokey. Are you in? Are you out? We've had a lot of people say they want to, and then they've decided that they haven't, and then they weren't sure. But the ladies that, or the girls that have come back and said 100% they would like to be involved, they have made it into the book. Hooray! And if you've made it into the book, that means you've followed the instructions. I feel fairly confident that us UK girls can stick with the next 3 swaps. So you are just now committing to send out 3 handmade projects, and this is the first one, and then there are 2 more. If you would like to carry on for the remainder of the year, or certainly for the summer and the autumn, we've got enough in our group to keep swapping with, so that we get to swap with everybody eventually. But that is something that you can sign up to, and I will be announcing that much, well, probably in June, and we'll work out then who would like to carry on. But for now, we want to get our side tucks and our mystery items out as soon as we can, because the first project where you'll be incorporating the mystery items into your next project, that will be announced on the 1st of April. Okay, so down this side in the boulder writing, you'll find your name, and next to it you'll find 3 further names. So we've got Wendy, Claire, Helen, Pat, Bernadette, Michaela, Melanie, Katia and Joanna. And it's a rolling list. It will go like this. So Joanna will be sending to Wendy. If you see Joanna, you'll be sending to Wendy, Claire and Helen. Wendy, Claire and Helen. You will be sending to the ladies underneath your name. So Wendy, you'll be sending to Claire. Claire, you'll be sending to Helen. Helen to Pat, etc., etc. But to make it nice and easy for everybody, I have written down the 3 people you need to know about. So Wendy, all you need to write down is Claire, Helen and Pat. Those are the 3 ladies you will be sending to. So the first one will be Claire, and you will need to send that to her for the 1st of April, or certainly that first week of April. And then you will send to Helen in the first week of May, or before the first week of May, ideally on the 1st of May. So when she gets her project, she's also got her materials for her mystery item. And then on the 1st of June, for the 1st of June, you need to get your project to Pat. So we have the first project going out to the first lady in your list of 3. So I'm going to post this up with the video, so it's all in writing, and you'll be able to note down who you have. Joanna is going to be on Instagram, and we'll work out how to get things to you, Joanna, don't worry, because I'm trying to set up a messenger chat. And again, if people don't want to be in a messenger chat, that's absolutely fine. But later today, if you could check your requests, your message requests, that would be how you'll be able to get into the chat, because we're not Facebook friends at this point. But you will be sent a request to join a group, and that group will be the Spring Swap, and I will add all the ladies that have a Facebook account. So Joanna's told me that she doesn't have one, and that's fine, because I can get her, and Michaela is a friend of hers, and between the 2 of us we will be able to involve Joanna, no problem at all. Okay, so that being said, what else do I need to tell you? I mean, we'll just have a little chat and we'll see how we go. The only thing else probably to mention is your envelope with your 3 things are going to, there's just going to be 2 of those. So it's going to be this one, and then you'll be sending out another one after this. But that 3rd one will not necessarily be mystery items, because of the potential of you holding up a crafter if you cannot get, for life reasons, and let's face it, things get thrown at us and we can't always be on time with things. But if you cannot get your 3 mystery things out to the person the first week of the month, that will impact on the time that they have to make the project. And so I'm just saying the mystery items will run for 2 projects. So it will be this one that we'll send out, and then the one that we'll be sending out in at the end of April. Okay, for the 1st of May, that will be mystery items as well. And then after, we'll just see how it goes. Okay, it'll all come out in the wash and we'll keep in touch with one another. And if you feedback that it's really fun and we are enjoying it, then we can carry it on another month. If not so much, and there are items that haven't come through in time, then perhaps we'll just limit it to the 2 that we've said here. All right, ladies, so I shall post this up. Check your message requests on Facebook, join the group, and then we can start swapping the addresses, and you can get your first project out to your first swap partner on this list. And let's just go and have a bit of fun. And thank you very much for supporting this and joining it. And we will hopefully bring in more ladies that can join us in the summer. So we'll have more people here to swap with, or we can carry on rolling it around with our group. Who knows? We'll decide as we go. Thank you, ladies. Been fun. And I will speak to you later. Bye-bye now.